Welcome back to the podcast, Vacation Rental Owner or Manager. Here we dive deep into the world of decorating short-term rentals for maximum profit. Today, we're tackling some of the most common questions I get from rental owners. From paint colors to furniture choices, I have you covered. Let's jump right in. All right, let's just go ahead and tackle all of these. Now, I get a lot of questions all the time, but these are the ones that come up most frequently. And so one of those is, the first one I'll talk about is, what color should I paint my walls? And the answer is simple: white. Why white? Because it looks clean, and clean is what potential guests want first and foremost. The specific color that I recommend most often is called White Dove, and it's a color by Benjamin Moore. It's an almost universally good white paint. It's soft, slightly warm and inviting. It is not a stark white, but it is a clean white. Now, white walls, as I mentioned, they give the impression of cleanliness and also spaciousness. And when you have your property on a listing site, that matters a whole bunch to people, whether they will click or not. However, there's a caveat. If you're painting a windowless room, steer clear of white. Without natural light, white will look drab and lifeless. So that's the answer to the first question. What color should I paint my walls? White. Number two, let's talk about beds. The question is, do I really need a king-size bed? The answer is a resounding yes, unless the room is less than 12 feet wide. If it's 12 feet wide or less, you're going to need to go with a queen. If it's at least 12 feet wide, a king-size bed is a significant selling point for guests. It will offer them comfort and luxury that they're looking for. And in smaller rooms, like I said, a queen or even a full would be more appropriate. But always aim for the largest bed that the room can comfortably accommodate. Remember, a good night's sleep is one of the top priorities, one of the main factors of the review that you will get from travelers. And a spacious bed can make all the difference. Question number three, where should I buy furniture? This is a really big question with many possible answers. I guess my go-to resources, the short answers, are Amazon and Wayfair. Because they offer such a wide range of styles and price points, their search engines are good, so it's easy to find pieces that will fit your budget and aesthetic. But don't overlook what you already have. In fact, that's really where you should start. Start with what you have and then build from there. Now, if we were talking only wood furniture, I would 100% say Facebook Marketplace. That is a treasure trove of high quality, affordable wood pieces. Just be cautious with upholstered furniture and mattresses. Don't get those used due to hygiene concerns. Okay, number four. The question is, despite my best efforts, my decorating just doesn't look right. So what's wrong? Okay, it's usually one of three things. First, too small of furniture. Furniture that is too small can make a room feel cluttered or sparse. So if you're trying to fill up a space with lots of little furniture, it'll look cluttered. If you only have a few small pieces, it will feel sparse. Neither of those is appealing. So too small of furniture might be the problem. The second option that might be a problem is when you push your furniture up against the walls. I call this the doctor's waiting room effect. It does not lend itself to good conversation. And while it might seem like it maximizes space, it actually disrupts the flow and balance of a room. So the third common problem for why your decorating just doesn't look right is a lack of balance. So an unbalanced room. And this usually happens when all the heavy furniture is pushed to one side of the room and it makes it feel lopsided. So to fix that, distribute your furniture more evenly and look overall at the room's visual weight. The fifth question I most commonly get is, how do I find the right design style? Start by considering two factors. Number one, your location. So, are you near a beach or in the mountains or out in the countryside? First, your location. Also consider the architecture of your house. A beach house, for example, lends itself to a coastal style. And a cabin in the woods, that cabin might be best with a rustic or farmhouse aesthetic. As a shortcut, match your furniture to the architectural lines of your space. Straight line furniture looks good in a house with a lot of straight lines and hard corners. Curvy furniture complements a home with more organic, flowing, curvy lines, like a lot of moldings. And this approach will ensure that your decor feels cohesive and intentional. There really is a lot that goes into picking a good design style, but I hope that those will be a good starting point for you. And that's all for today's quick little episode. I hope you found these tips helpful and that they will inspire you to fix what might ever be wrong in your short-term rental. And remember, great decor makes a significant difference to your rental's appeal and profitability. If you have any more questions or need some personalized advice, don't hesitate to reach out. The best way to me is through my website, vrdecor.co. That's VR as in vacation rental, decor.co. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for joining in on Step Up Your STR. Please take just 30 seconds to like, review, and subscribe. It's a simple thing that fuels our mission to empower more STR owners and managers for higher success. I look forward to talking again next time.